What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Band of Bothers podcast on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. You had a nice, long Thanksgiving weekend, I hope. You got your fill to eat, you got your fill to drink, and now it's time to grind until Christmas time, baby. And what better way to help you get through that than with episode number 4 of the podcast. So why keep you waiting? We know why you're here. Let's get rolling. All right, guys, how is everyone doing after this amazing holiday weekend?
Full.
I'm just smashing.
Smashing. Oh, God, did everybody get a little bit too inebriated?
Yeah, I can definitely say I did.
I
No.
love it.
I can honestly say the last, I want to say 4 days in a row, I really haven't been sober at night.
That's always a good thing.
No.
Kurt
I had
been
one
busy.
mixed drink, so
Hey, you're doing a little bit better than Kurt there. It sounds like Kurt didn't get anything.
No.
Poor bastard.
That's
Oh,
all good,
yes.
though.
Work came a calling.
Work came a-calling.
I don't know
You
what
work
that
all
is.
weekend?
Ugh.
Oh, I know.
You work all weekend?
Every day but Wednesday.
Every day but Wednesday. That sucks.
But hey, today's my Friday.
That's good. That is good. So, everybody, just wanted to say for the beginning of this episode that we're going to be having Brandon, Lewis, and Kurt here for this episode. Unfortunately, Dante will not be with us tonight because he is dealing with the loss of a friend that he has suffered over the weekend. It's definitely one of the worst times of the year to deal with such a thing. And to kick it off with a little bit of a serious note, I kind of wanted to speak to everyone and mainly speak to Dante and just let you know that we're here for you through everything that you're going through right now. So I know it's not a day or two process, but you've got a lot of people here that care about you. And we also want to extend that same thing to everybody that listens to the podcast. I know it's a rough time of year right now dealing with past loss, and especially dealing with a fresh loss like that. It can really take a toll on people. And I looked up a little bit because neither of us are doctors or psychologists by any chance, but I just wanted to touch quickly on a few things here that I read on the Psychology Today website. Just a few things that can kind of help with dealing with a loss like this. And just another thing too is the guys know no one deals with loss the same way. I'm sure you guys can attest to that. Everybody has their own manner in which they deal with such a thing, whether it be kind of taking a step back, distancing yourself from people to kind of let things soak in, surrounding yourself with people to kind of drain it out. I just want to say, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, biggest thing is family, man. That's your support system right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be able to communicate with family.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that you can do.
Yep.
I'm into that.
Yeah, it's definitely family. If you have family, yes, that is, as Lewis said, the biggest support system. And sometimes, though, people, and I know in Dante's case, Dante has his family down here, Florida, with us, and he's all the way up in Minnesota. So it gets a little bit harder to rely on your family, kind of be your support system. And I think that's where your friends definitely come in. We have a good little group of friends that here do the podcast, and still, even being there for someone over the phone, being some there playing games like we do, it's still different because once the phone call ends, once the texting stops, once the game shuts off, everything kind of sinks in. One of the things here, accepting these situations that happen, one of the biggest things that comes with that is just asking why over and over again. And unfortunately, there is no answer to that question, why, because some things just happen. Bad things happen to very good people. And it's just taking it one day at a time, dealing with the things in your way. You can never let anyone tell you how you should deal with a loss. You can never listen to anyone that tells you what you should or shouldn't do, because they're not the ones going through it. And everyone, like I said, has different ways of coping with things, and you just have to let people take their time and handle it the way that's comfortable for them, because not everyone's as strong as the next person.
That is true.
Very well said.
Yes, sir.
And that was, I just wanted to open that up to let everyone know, and especially Dante know, that we are thinking of you and we miss you, bud. And we are here for you through everything. Same with listeners. If you're going through a situation, you feel like you have no one to talk to, you can always reach out to us.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And on a lighter note, so I wanted to touch up and see what everyone found creeping up in their spare time. I know Lewis has been hitting it pretty hard, partying, throwing down.
Yeah, I've had, my wife and my sister-in-law, we haven't seen each other in a while, so they're definitely making up for lost time, I tell you. And
Yeah.
God forbid I back up and be like, oh, you guys do your own thing. No, that's not allowed. So I got to be in the mix. So first and foremost, I'm the fucking semi-sober chauffeur. So I can't say I'm 100% sober, but for the most part I am, and I'm designated driver. Yeah, I'm trying to be the more responsible. So I take a beer, a water, a beer, a water.
There you go.
So they were all supposed to leave on the day after Thanksgiving on Friday,
Yeah.
but my sister-in-law sent the kids home with my mother-in-law, and she decided to stay. She decided to stay an extra week.
Oh, shit.
There you
That's
go.
why the drinking has continued. Like I said, they're making up for lost fucking time.
I don't want to be the one to throw gasoline on a slow burning already fire, but do you and the in-laws get along well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love them to death. They
That's
love me
good.
to death. They're great people. I can't. That's one thing. Shockingly enough, they're awesome.
Yeah,
And we actually have a good relationship. Actually, my wife's entire family, I have a good relationship with them.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Now, what about your family? Is your parents still alive?
My parents are still alive, but unfortunately, I didn't grow up in that type of environment. I come from an abusive home where my father was a drinker. He was abusive towards my mom. So we didn't grow up as a family per se, like we didn't, we had the holidays together, but it was always a little awkward. The last time I saw my dad's 84 years old. The last time I saw him was during, I always forget what hurricane it was in New York, Sandy.
Oh,
That was the
wow.
last time I saw him, and I brought him a bunch of supplies. My dad's like a bit of a loner, so he really doesn't like to interact with people. So he's always been to himself. My mom lives with my sister upstate New York, but from when I was 18 into my adulthood, she lived in Puerto Rico, so I really didn't have much contact with her. So as much as I love them, we still don't have a tight-knit family. So I have more of a relationship with my in-laws than I do with my actual parents.
Gotcha. Now, do your brothers and sisters, are they the same way with your parents? Do they talk to them much or no?
So my sister lives with my mom. My mom and my sister have always lived together.
Okay.
My brother, well, now that my brother's in New York, he still lives in New York, so he has a little bit more of a relationship with my mom, but still, we're still very distant with each other. We don't spend that much time together.
Gotcha. Yep. Well, what about Mr. Kurt over here? I know you said you were busy working, but did you get about with the family any at all?
Any bouts? No.
Abouts? No. Damn.
No good stories.
So you were just breadwinning all weekend.
I was present.
Yeah.
That sounds good. What about you,
Yeah.
Brando?
I showed up, I ate food, I slept.
Very
Wow.
well said.
That's not all you did. I heard you got into the storage unit of your parents, and it sounds like you brought home some goodies.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, we went in there to look for something that, I was looking for some certificates that I have. I just happened to peek into a drawer, or I saw it from the outside. I saw the words Game Boy Advance.
Oh,
And yeah, so that had me kind of excited, but everything was covered up at the time, so I couldn't get to it. So me and my dad went in there today, and I uncovered that mofo. I got my case out, and I opened it up, and there it is, my old Game Boy Advance.
oh shit!
Nice.
Now, the part I was worried about was, did I leave batteries in there?
Oh, which did you?
I did
The world.
not.
There you go.
Good job.
There we go.
And opening it up, there was 2 pouches in there. In the other pouch was my original Game Boy Color.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a nice find.
Again, no batteries in it.
Good deal.
Nice.
Everything is pristine, and I found all of my games.
Now,
Nice.
Did you fire it up yet?
I can't find any AA batteries.
Oh man,
You drove 45 minutes.
I would have been up
And
at Target or something.
You didn't go by Dollar Tree?
I completely forgot until like, I don't know, 10 minutes before we started. That's when
That's
it hit me to look at it. And I was like, batteries. No, I failed. So I'm just going to steal some from work tomorrow.
Why don't you? Well, then
Well,
bleep
let's
that out
just
of the podcast.
Yeah, we'll bleep that out.
You couldn't like take something out of like a remote or something just
They're
to
all
try it.
AAA.
The suspense,
I
the
tried.
suspense is killing me.
I know, and I tried. Everything is AAA.
You know it's not. You know it has AA.
What?
Your Xbox
Alrighty.
controller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that too.
it has rechargeable AA batteries that won't fit.
Gotcha.
I already thought about it, sir.
Well, you know what? You can always rig up a 9-volt to work.
Yeah, that's getting too deep. Yeah, I can wait till tomorrow.
I could and potentially mess that up and risk frying it, or I could just wait.
Imagine also you wait all this time. You're so geared up. The world is waiting. And yet tomorrow you get AA batteries and find out all the suspense was for nothing and the display's fried.
Wow, way to ruin the moment
It
there.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And you found something else that's that you sent me a picture of today too also, and I wish we had video so I could show this. So Brando found probably the first copy that was ever given out, because I'm pretty sure Brandon got the first copy of the first and only demo CD that me and my band put out back in the day.
Wow,
Back in
Wait,
like
wait.
2010, I believe.
I want to hear this. I want to hear the song.
Yeah, I want to hear the song.
I
Dude,
don't
they're
have
act-
I
you
don't have
can't
a way to
play
play
it?
it yet.
they're on YouTube.
Well, is it a cassette
Is it?
or is it a CD?
I'm pretty sure they're
CD.
still on YouTube. Like I am
Oh, okay, well,
almost.
we're not going that far back then. If it said YouTube.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
I don't remember
anything.
them getting uploaded to YouTube though.
I'm pretty sure.
It doesn't matter. On the next podcast, I will have a way to play it.
Yes, because we got to listen to this.
Yes.
They're
So
on
what was your-
YouTube.
So, Joey, what was your
No.
position in the
Really?
band? What
I
were
was-
you?
I was.
He
a
handed the
singer.
guitars.
You were a singer?
I was a singer, bro.
He was a backup singer.
We definitely got to. Did you videotape it as well?
There is a video still on YouTube of the first show we ever played.
Oh, I got to find this.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that show.
Hey, what was the
Oh,
name?
yeah.
Hey, what was wait? What was the name of your band?
The name was Below the Tide.
Below the Tide.
That just sounds like a hippie band.
So if you type, shut your mouth. So if you type in Below the Tide, Wake Up on YouTube,
Hold on, I'm doing it right now. Hang on, slow down.
it was 11 years ago, bro. That's crazy to think.
Below the Tide.
Yep, Below the
yeah,
Tide.
that's not coming up what I wanted to come up.
It'll be a picture of like a green wave.
That was my picture, by the way.
It was your picture.
Wow.
Below the Tide, Billy Badass versus Tommy Tough Nuts.
That's not it.
That's definitely not it.
That is not it. So yeah, Below the Tide, Wake Up. You could Below the Tide 1 is the channel name.
Below the Tide, Under the Sea.
No, not Under the Sea. No, not that. one.
Under the Sea.
Under the Sea. No, Below the Tide 1 is the channel
Churches
name.
Under the Tide.
Nope. Here, I'm gonna do a favor. How do I?
Hold on.
friggin-
Hold on. Give me just a second, and I'll play it.
Oh, Below the Tide with a
And-
green wave.
Yeah, that's it.
I-
There you go.
Wake Up.
Wake Up. Yes.
Hold on. Here it is.
All
Here
right,
it is.
here on. Oh, I got it playing right now. All right.
That bring back some memories right there, bro.
Oh, let's hear the vocals. Hold on.
It's a pretty long intro. Not like crazy long, but
Hey, skip forward, Brando. Skip forward.
Hold on.
That's you, Joey.
that's me back in the day.
Oh, just wait.
Not bad.
Wait till he hits his chorus.
Things got tense along the way. Maybe we can go back from the stray.
Here's the chorus, people.
Wake
All right. Listen, I'm feeling that a little bit.
That was back
Hey,
in the
The
day.
music was actually fantastic. Like
I loved the music.
Yeah. Hey,
That
every
was,
not-
that was the music back then too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
it was-
Not bad at all.
I definitely would have put you on my playlist.
Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, and you know what's funny is the fact that I haven't done music in so long, but Lindsay and I, the first ever date we went on, we went to a place in Jupiter called Uncle Mick's,
Oh wow!
which
Hey,
is
by the way, they have good wings.
they do have good food, period, food. But it is a hole in the wall bar you would never know unless you live there and found out about it, which is how I
Well,
did.
mean, they have
But
had
they-
a couple cars go through the door, but
There, yeah, that as well.
But that's how you know it's a good spot.
Exactly. They have a drive-through you can make yourself.
Yeah, people can't wait to get in.
But we went there for karaoke for our first date, and I sang "Rolling in the Deep" by Adele,
oh
Wow.
man.
and it hooked her, line
Hey.
and sinker.
Okay, Joey, give us a sample. I want to hear what she
I
heard
can't.
that night.
No.
Ah,
I tell you,
Oh,
you wanna
come
hear a
on.
pitch?
come on.
I think I want to hear that.
I do
Just
too.
at least
Just,
one line.
just a little bit so we don't get hit by copyright.
No. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing that I worry about. So many people listen to our show that it's gonna happen.
Mm.
Well, so you're saying you're not going to sing for our guest here?
I can't sing. I don't know how.
Oh, shut up. I know different.
I'll
I
have to do-
watched a recording of all this stuff happen.
Oh, I can't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now we're definitely getting copyrighted.
You'll be all right. It's just one episode.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get a letter from Adele herself. Cease and desist.
Exactly. Our lawyers are going to reach out.
But yeah, that was, you know what's funny though, bro? So I have went so long not singing and not playing in bands, but it's like, I guess one of those things that my parents really did for me. So my parents used to sing all the time in churches back when I was younger. And my dad was a rapper. Go figure. Back in the day.
Wow.
And oddly enough, like my dad was really good back in the day. Like I didn't really get to appreciate it as much as I would have if I was older because it was when I was a kid, but he was really good. And
Your
him and
dad's
his
Eminem?
group of what?
Your dad's Eminem?
Well, my dad M and them, I guess, you know.
Em and them, yeah.
But
He ate some M&M.
oh yeah. That's what I think that's what I got from my parents is just the ability to sing. And I can sing all kinds of different shit, which is another thing. Like I don't like doing just one thing. And that's another thing where my ADHD and really messes me up is I'm all over the place. So if I start writing a song, which I think the last time I tried to write a song was a couple of years ago, and I would start one thing, get so far and be like, I got an idea for another one and never finish anything.
Gotcha.
So, but you know what I have been able to finish lately, and with all this spare time, bro, I've been diving back into movies from like the early 2000s.
Love
So-
movies.
Something
Me too.
fierce. And another thing, my pops used to love these movies, and I went back and I watched the first two, the Underworld movies with that hot ass Kate Beckinsale.
Wasn't she
You keep your
hot?
hands off.
Oh,
She
my
really is
Hands
hot.
off.
Yeah,
Even
but
Lord.
she
What is
still
she?
is hot.
What is she?
Yeah,
eating
she's still-
something? And she looks good.
And
But
that black rubber suit that she wore.
I gotta
that's
stop talking. I'm cheating on Shakira, so I'm gonna stop talking.
well,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa. That's a whole nother one, Shakira.
Oh,
Slow down.
hips don't lie.
I got
When you
dibs.
talk,
We fighting.
Hell yeah.
yeah, Shakira's something fierce. But bro, you know, it's funny because I've seen her in other movies, but nothing makes her as hot as it was with that pale skin, the short black
Yup.
hair, and that black
The-
rubber suit, bro. Jesus.
Yep. And the fangs too.
Yeah.
And the thing.
Yes. Oh, wifey's in trouble tonight. Oh, I hope she don't listen to this episode.
Dude, that's all all that's going to be coming. You got the in-laws over, and they're wondering why the clap on, clap off is happening.
Oh no, they're back in New York. They're back in New York.
Oh, well then yeah, don't worry about a thing.
Yeah, it's just my sister-in-law. And she's a freak, so she's good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
she's just a freak. She don't mind the little head hitting the headboard.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, all of a sudden your fucking wife develops CTE like she's Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
Ah, but yeah,
All
we
right.
were like,
Let's get back on topic.
yeah. Sorry. Kate Beckinsale and Shakira. But anyway, that got me thinking about like how awesome and how much people look forward to those movies coming out back in the day and like the early
Yes.
2000s. So like I just kind of wanted to honestly have a nostalgia session right now and talk about some of your guys like favorite movies from 90s and 2000s
Oh,
and kind of
man.
like because
Listen, let's not exclude the 80s, big guy.
well,
Yeah,
you
gotta
know,
do the 80s.
You got to do the
I saw
80s.
6 months of the 80s. We can
Come
get
on.
that date.
Hey, you can't leave Axel Foley out.
That's right.
yeah, we can.
No, you can't.
No, you cannot.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go back to talking about Blazing Saddles and all that stuff. It's 2022. We're gonna
That's
get
the
canceled.
70s.
But yeah, like I don't know. So during the holidays, because pretty much some things happened and we really just stayed in during Thanksgiving. We didn't do anything. I took a couple of calls for work that came in for emergency calls. Other than that, I sat around playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare and just dealing with my own struggles for the holidays. And I just watched movies, man. And like, it's really hard for me to find movies because I compare everything to like back in the early 90s and 2000s. Like I was talking about the Underworld movies when Blade came out, you know.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
And then another one that, you know, my favorite movie probably of all time has got to be between Braveheart and Saving Private Ryan.
Two great movies. Two
Great
great
Mhm.
movies.
Very good movies.
And there's one that just came out on Netflix, and it's called All Quiet on the Western Front.
I saw it.
that.
I watched it. Freaking great.
It is
I started
probably
it, but
I
I
have
haven't.
not.
I haven't finished it yet.
it is probably one of the best movies cinematically and the way that they conveyed the story over. I mean, it's all originally German and it's dubbed English, and you can tell, but the cinematography is absolutely nuts. The story is nuts. I mean, it's an anti-war film in and of itself. But
Yes.
the way that they captured the way that those soldiers and the conditions that those soldiers were in during that war and the shit that happened, you know, because this is pre Geneva Convention at this time.
Right.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
there was no rules of war for the most part of this, and it was nuts. Like I can't find movies in the quality of which I'm remembering. I don't know if it's just, I mean, in childhood kind of stick with you a little bit more. They make more of an impact. But like that, and then there's a couple of more. I think that one is probably the best movie that I've watched as of recently. The second to that has to be Triple Frontier
Nah,
No, I haven't
and-
heard of that one.
and
I did not know that.
The Old Guard.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one
The
either.
Old Guard. Which one's the Old Guard?
The Old Guard stars Charlize Theron.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but the movie from 5 minutes in throws you curveballs, and it's like, holy shit. But very great story. I would definitely recommend it. But anyway, back on to the original question. I want to hear your guys' movies from late 90s, early 2000s, like some stuff, even if it's not right in that time bracket, but just classic movies you guys name off. Because
Well, I
I'm
can
writing a
start.
list.
Yeah, I can start this one off. You know, and like Lewis said, we got to include the 80s.
Absolutely.
You got Beverly Hills Cop, Delta Force. I mean, am I missing
Beverly
one?
Hills Cop is good.
Oh yeah, they got a fourth one coming out that they're working on.
Yeah, they do.
The early '90s, you got Demolition Man.
Great movie.
God,
But what is your ultimate movie? Like, what is your favorite movie?
Yes.
y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh hell, hold up. Sleepless in Seattle.
The Notebook.
No. The
Let's hear it.
Gladiator.
Oh,
Gladiator's
movie.
my favorite movie.
Russell
That-
Crowe. Good
yeah.
movie.
Russell Crowe. Yep.
that is a very, and that was,
That movie I could just watch anytime. Nothing compares to it. This time, anything I can watch that, it still holds true today.
bro, that opening battle scene.
Oh
Was-
yeah.
Nuts.
Yes.
Love that. And I think honestly, that was the first movie that I can remember really holding on to a storyline and like grasping the concept of betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And like I don't know, that I think that was one of the earliest hard-hitting stories that I actually were able to
Oh,
process.
absolutely.
But
There's so many good quotes he has in the movie. I mean, I don't have them written down. But I mean, if y'all get a chance, watch them. If you haven't watched the movie,
yeah, definitely recommend if you've never seen
Gladiator's
Gladiator.
a great movie. Yeah.
mhm.
Yes. Yeah. So
Wow.
rolling on down the line, do you have anything else? I mean, Gladiator's your
I
favorite.
mean-
Now, after Gladiator, what's your movies that just pop out to you that are your
So-
go-tos?
After Gladiator, I'm a big fan of like war movies and history. So I'm gonna have to go with The Patriot, starring Mel
Ooh.
Gibson.
Good movie.
Black
movie.
Hawk Down.
Great movie.
I think I'm gonna go a little off a little bit. And Gone in 60 Seconds was still my favorite car movie.
That's
Yeah, that was-
that's a good one. Yeah,
I
that's
was
a good one.
I was never a big fan of what's his name, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan. My wife's a diehard Nicolas Cage fan, but I never
Fan
got
of
into
that.
him.
I was a
And then-
big
and then-
Angelina Jolie fan, so
Yeah,
that's why I like
yeah.
that one.
And
Yeah.
also, another one up there, it's another series that came out in the 90s. And I think one movie, I think two of them, or one was in the 80s, but the Lethal Weapon series.
Lethal Weapon's
I
good.
love the Lethal
Mhm.
Weapon.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapons were good.
All
Speaking
But
of
the
those-
first one, hands down, the first one was like
Oh,
the
hands
greatest.
down.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hands
Yep.
down.
Good
And
stuff.
then you
Makes
got you also got your comedy movies too. The early 2000s. You got Step Brothers, Napoleon Dynamite, Superbad,
Oh yeah.
and let's not forget Team America.
Napoleon Dynamite is a freaking trip.
Hold on.
Fuck
Fuck
yeah!
You
Coming
you also
through to
got-
save the motherfucking day, yeah, America!
Yeah, best theme song ever.
Yeah, you also got one of the movies that created its own little genre, American Pie.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. American Pie, baby.
There's just so many you can just go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rush Hour series. I mean, it's just
Rush Hour was great. Shanghai Nights, Shanghai
another
Noon.
one. Yep.
Oh man, bro, and let's thinking too, like they just don't have, and maybe it's like the culture shift.
It could,
But-
yeah.
They don't have actors, in my
No.
opinion, like they used to, bro. Like it's just like I don't know. Maybe
And, you know-
it's because we get older. I don't know. Maybe if it's different
and
for the
also,
new
like-
generation.
Like who was your favorite actor?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I-
that's
I tell you, my
That's-
favorite actor's voice, Anthony Hopkins.
Clarice.
I was about to do that.
Bro, Anthony Hopkins' voice, and you know what? I think it was the movie where he and Alec Baldwin were in it with the bear, The Edge. Do y'all remember
Uh,
that movie?
No, I didn't watch
Yeah,
it. I
no.
didn't.
Oh, bro, if you guys, so everyone knows The Revenant and the scene with the bear attack.
Oh, that was a great. That
Oh,
was a
yeah,
great
yeah.
movie.
But if you want to go watch a movie that will just keep you on edge throughout the entire movie, it's called The Edge, and it's got Anthony Hopkins, Alec Baldwin, and they're the two biggest guys in it. There's another guy that played in God damn, what was his name? But anyway, so they're doing a photo shoot for Anthony Hopkins' girlfriend, whatever, and she's a younger woman, and he's got money. So they're trying to fly and find this guy, this Indian guy that they want to have in the shoot, and their plane crashes. And when their plane crashes, one of the guys gets hurt, and the little bit of blood that he happened to succumb to a wound when he was sharpening something brought in this massive goddamn grizzly bear that continues to hunt them down the rest of the
Okay, I'm gonna have to check this movie out.
But it is
Okay.
probably one of the best man versus nature movies that have ever came out, and it's a great movie.
That might be a
Alright,
pick.
alright.
That might be a pick for later on tonight. I don't know.
Mhm,
That's a
mhm.
good one. Yeah. But yeah, I think for my favorite actor as a whole, though, it's a fucking
wide
hard
variety.
one. But I gotta say, just because it's off some of my favorite movies and favorite childhood movies, I gotta go with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I can see that one.
Mm-hmm. You're a
He's
Woody
just-
fan.
Him, yes, I love Woody. I love Toy Story. Him and Catch Me If You Can was great.
hmm
I mean, he's just a great variety actor. But what about you guys?
Well, let me tell you, if we're gonna go movies, I'm gonna mention two that are my all-time favorites. I can guarantee you guys don't know shit about one of them. But the first one, I'm gonna stick to the the military genre, but Platoon.
Oh,
Come on. That's
a
that
good one.
that right there,
Yeah.
hands down, is a fucking classic.
Down, we
That's
break down.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. You got it.
I love
Great
that movie.
Mhm.
Especially there's a scene where Charlie Sheen is writing to his grandmother, and he's talking about the soldiers that he's fighting with, that they're nobodies, they're like
Mhm.
the scum of the earth, that when they're dying out there and no one knows that they even exist.
Yep.
I mean, that is some touching shit right there.
Yeah.
So hands down, probably not even probably guaranteed that Platoon is my all-time favorite movie. I mean, I literally have watched that movie hundreds of times and I cannot get tired of it.
You know who's in that movie that now you're gonna have to go back and pay attention and see if
I
you
know.
can see?
I know Johnny Depp is in that movie.
There you go. That's what I was gonna say.
Johnny Depp is that movie.
Yep.
He's a young
that's
kid
a
in that
lot,
movie.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't get much scene time, but he's in there.
Yep. And what's
Um,
what's his name?
Will- William Dafoe.
Yeah.
William
Dafoe. Dafoe's
He
great.
has that famous picture on the cover.
Yeah, right, with his hands up in the air. He's on his
Yeah.
knees. Yeah.
Yep.
And Charlie Sheen.
Yep.
Yep.
Young Charlie Sheen, man, before
Hey, is it Mickey Rourke or whatever?
How are
Was he
you
in
not
that?
gonna mention Tom Berenger in all of this?
Oh, maybe
Tom
it's
Berenger.
Yeah.
Tom
Remember-
Berenger.
Do you remember Tom Berenger and Sniper?
Sniper
Yes.
was one of my
Yeah.
favorite.
They're like,
Yeah.
they're on,
Great movie.
Yeah,
80s
they're-
movies right there.
yeah, well, they're on Sniper 22 now, so.
Yeah, no. Yeah, After the original Sniper, I was like,
Mhm.
I don't want to watch it
Yeah.
anymore.
Gets his
But
fingers
yeah.
shot off. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He used to use what is it? One of those emery boards, those nail filers
Yeah.
to make his trigger finger very tender.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my all-time favorite. But now I'm gonna throw another movie at you. It came out it was released in 1984, and it was during the breakdance era. You guys probably don't know much about
Wasn't it John
breakdancing.
Travolta in it?
No, John Travolta's not in it.
That's
It was this was a I want to say this was a B-rated movie, but still I mean, it kind of and this is gonna be your guys' homework to find this movie and watch it. This is probably, when you watch this movie, this is my childhood as I was growing up,
yeah.
and it's called Beat Street.
Beach Street.
Beat Street, B-E-A-T, and then the word street.
All right, I'm gonna be pulling this bad boy up.
Like I said, it's poor quality. It's like a B-rated movie, but it basically outlines what I did during the 80s.
So were you
And
a
you-
breakdancer?
Yes, I was.
Holy shit! you
Yes,
were a
I was.
breakdancer.
Yes,
you-
I used to do head spins and the windmills, you name it, I did it.
Hey, do you
Oh.
have film on this?
No,
Oh
we
my
didn't.
God.
Darn
Like
it,
a
that-
tape-
that
like a
somewhere.
VHS tape, Brian, or-
Yeah, no, I would love to. I mean, I may have a photo that I just obtained a few days ago. So my brother, I grew up with this kid Mario, and we grew up as best friends.
For,
But
for everybody don't know that, it's Mario.
It's
He's
Mario.
Mario.
Listen, he's Puerto Rican. It's Mario.
Tropical
we grew up-
Mexican, you mean?
Yes. So we grew up together, but we always called each other cousins. So anyway, my
Yeah.
brother ran into him not like about a month ago, and so he texted me for Thanksgiving, and he was like, "Happy Thanksgiving." I didn't recognize the number. It's like, who is this? And instead of saying it's me, Mario, he sends this picture of the four of us trying to be DJs back in the 80s. Fucking, you got. I mean, I'm gonna send it to Kurt. And he could send it to you guys, and it's pretty fucking hysterical.
Well, I learned I'm not opening that up because that will take me out of the show.
You know what? Yeah, no,
But
exactly.
it is
Yeah, we're not gonna
worth
make that mistake.
It is.
But yeah, those two are my all-time favorite movies Ever. Yeah, but you guys got to watch Beach Street. Like, again, keep an open mind. Like I said, it's low budget. It was filmed in the 80s,
Yeah.
but it's all about breakdancing and graffiti. And I think you guys will get a kick out of it.
You know, before
Very nice.
before Brandon takes over, because I'm gonna let Brandon have a little bit. There is a B movie also that I loved in the 2000s, and it's a like horror thriller movie, and it's called
Okay.
Dog Soldiers.
Dog
And-
soldiers.
Dog
And
soldiers.
I don't want to say any more, but I want you guys to look up Dog Soldiers movie and put that on your list also.
Dog soldiers. I'm definitely gonna keep that one in mind.
Yeah,
2002.
2002. That's the one. Yep. So you guys got to check that one out as well. And it's a pretty good B movie, scary movie. I love this.
Listen,
movie.
I
don't-
think
like,
that
listen,
was a
don't
long
knock-
time ago.
Yep.
Don't knock B-rated movies, man. They don't get enough credit. There's some great B-rated movies out there.
Facts like Sharknado should have won an Oscar.
You know?
Well, first off, whoever thought of that must have been high as shit. So
Well, that's when the best ideas come to fruition.
That's true. Yeah.
So Brando, let's hear from you, big dog. What about you, my friend?
Winnie the Pooh.
So
Winnie the Pooh.
when
Ah,
I was a
Curious
kid-
George.
when I was a kid, yes.
Yesterday?
Compared
Still-
to you, yes.
Yeah. Ka-dunch. Go one.
So my all-time favorite is actually more of a mini series than a movie, but it is
Oh,
one that I have
I'm-
watched probably.
I know where this is going.
But
I don't know how I forgot about this.
is Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
God, yeah.
I have watched that so
Ooh.
many times, the
Yes.
entire series all the way through.
I have the collection on DVD.
Yep.
I have it. I still have it. Yeah.
And who do you admire the most in that series?
Oh, never. It's Brando.
Ooh, that's a tough.
Let me
one.
tell you
That's
something.
so
Winners,
many.
man. Winners is my
Yeah,
I
guy.
mean, it
Yep,
definitely.
his leadership
Yep.
is man.
Winners was the man.
Mhm.
Winners and one that is completely underrated, Lieutenant Spears.
Yep.
Yep.
Lieutenant Spears, yeah.
But now
Mhm.
also Lipton.
Lipton,
Lipton
as well.
was
yes.
good, yeah.
He
Yep.
wound up being the first sergeant in the series.
Yep.
Yeah, him also because it was him when Nixon was in charge of him and he was just doing horrible when
Yep.
they were at the Battle of the Bulge.
Yep.
Yeah, Lipton was the one that kept all them together. If
Yep.
it wasn't
Yep.
for him, like they
It wasn't Nixon though. It was Dyke.
Dyke. Yep.
Yeah, Dyke.
Norman
Yep.
Dyke.
Yep.
Let me
Fuck
tell
that
you,
guy.
I connect with fucking gonorrhea.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
gonorrhea.
fucking awesome. Yeah, I loved him, man. I loved him, man. He was awesome.
You fucking Quaker.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I relate. 'Cause I swear, like his attitude is like my attitude. I swear.
I can see it. Also,
Yeah.
about the same age nowadays, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuck you, Joy, but yeah, pretty much.
So now my one of my all-time favorites that's an actual movie is Shooter.
Good
Ooh,
movie.
with Mark
Good
Wahlberg.
movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mark Wahlberg. He's probably one of my favorite actors because
Yeah.
consistently anything he's in, I usually like it.
Yeah,
So
he's got a good variety of acting as well.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're a Mark Wahlberg fan, I mean, have you seen his documentary?
I have
It's called-
not.
It's
yeah.
called Wall Street. Man, let me tell you, I watched it with my wife. Awesome documentary. I mean, that dude does a lot, man.
Yeah.
he does.
He is involved in a lot, and he's big on going helping out the little guy, these little entrepreneurs.
Mhm,
Yeah.
He's big into helping them out, man. You got to watch it. Great documentary.
Nice. Mark Wahlberg, if you hear this, we really need help on our podcast.
Yeah, so just know
Yeah.
you're getting a lot of love here, big guy. Help us out.
Yeah, we're pushing the product.
Yeah. Do you
can
know that
never
he's
get-
you know he
never-
has stocks in F45
Yeah.
that circuit gym F45. He's big in it. He owns a bunch of them.
That's cool.
well,
Well,
the guy
Mark,
ripped,
if you
so
yeah, he is.
Right.
He's a fucking beast. And if
Yeah.
you want to own a piece of Band About This podcast, just write us on our Instagram.
You know?
And you'll be the first to own.
We're small. We're small entrepreneurs, man. Help us out.
Yeah, we are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. So, all right. So, Shooter, great movie. Mark
Mhm.
Wahlberg, favorite actor. So, comedy movies. Let's hear it, Brando.
Common movies.
Ooh, you know what? I'll throw it back to one.
Oh,
Porky's.
You just read my fucking mind. I swear to
Porky's.
dude, I was just about to say Porky's.
That's one you really don't hear much of. That and Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's. Wow.
But more
Yeah.
recently, that I was watching the other day, and I can't get tired of it. Talladega Nights.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Oh,
This is my
man.
son, Walker in Texas.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Help me, baby Jesus. Help me, baby Jesus.
I like to go fast.
Homeboy.
If you,
that was funny.
that's a great movie, man.
Now another
Will Ferrell.
is a Maverick from 1994, the one with
So Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
That's another good one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've watched that one. I love
Yeah,
Mel Gibson, but I
it's-
don't think I've
yeah,
watched that.
it's worth a watch, definitely.
It definitely is.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's
too,
on
then.
Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's even better then.
I'm,
Yeah,
scrolling- I'm cheating
Mel
right now.
Gibson.
I'm scrolling through Hulu, looking at all these. Old
Oh no, that's
I can't be
cheating.
using references on a podcast. That's not how this works.
No, that's cheating.
But
Yeah, I'm a
another one
cheater.
too. You said another one going back to older comedy movies. Definitely got to throw Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail out there.
You know,
I
I
got
have
it.
still not seen that.
No, I was just gonna say I have never seen it either.
What?
No,
But you've watched Beat Street.
Beach Street, yes, but that
No, I-
relates to my life.
You got to check out Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. That shit
I've
is
seen clips. Like
it
I've
is-
seen the one with the. Is that the one with the that Black Knight?
yes, and the Holy Hand Grenade and the Attack Bunnies.
Yeah.
An
Yes.
attack bunny. Okay.
Yes. Yes,
That's another one I'm gonna-
rabbits.
That's another one I'm gonna have to put on my list.
True Lies.
True
Ooh.
Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, that was a good movie from back in the day. With
My favorite part of that movie was the scene in the
Jamie-
hotel where
Ooh.
Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis was doing the little striptease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of guys' favorite scene.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis was hot as shit back in the day.
Hell yeah! Do you remember her in Blue Steel?
Yes, God almighty.
Oh yes,
Home dog, dude.
yes.
That one and God, another one. Going back and watching movies where Mrs. Salma Hayek was a
Ooh.
young lady.
Yeah.
Even-
That was,
even
right
That
now.
was what was that movie where she played a vampire?
From
Oh,
Dusk
the
Till
striptease
Dawn.
on- Yes, Dusk Till Dawn.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm a lot of breath. I was running. Sorry, guys.
That's all good. You still sound like you're running.
Uh,
Then
Oh,
he said
Christ.
Salma Hayek, so I'm like, oh, lost my breath here.
You lost breath. So getting into that, and like I want to really work towards, because there's so many superhero movies and shit out nowadays. Like I can't even keep up with them. But I want to know what you guys feel. Actually, before we even get into that, especially after how we led off with the podcast, I want to ask what your ultimate feel good movie is.
Feel good movie.
Mm.
One if you're having a shit day, or just like wanna relax and watch something that kind of lift your spirits up. Do you have a go-to movie or show?
Well, you're gonna laugh at this.
Probably not.
I actually have two.
I may.
So the first one's Santa Claus.
That's a good movie.
Okay. And the second?
Daddy's home.
Daddy's
Daddy-
Home.
Okay.
Daddy's home.
Okay.
That's a good one. Yeah. Okay, I'll deal with that. That's two good movies. Santa
Mhm.
Claus,
It
nostalgic.
just covers everything. Yep.
Yep. Which I'm psyched for the new one, but I'm surprised the new one is happening, considering Tim Allen is a little bit conservative and
Almost canceled.
almost canceled for being conservative. But I'm excited for the next Santa Claus.
You know, Tim Allen did a stretch
Mm-hmm.
in jail back in the days. Did you know that?
He
Yeah, he did.
did.
Yeah.
Possession of cocaine.
Yes.
Cocaina.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But hey, Home Improvement, he killed it.
He did.
Oh yeah, I love that show.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
What about you, Kurt? What about you, Lewis? What's your feel good movie?
I tell you, I can't think of any feel good movies right now, but I tell you, I mean, even now in this generation, I can come home and I don't even sit there and watch it all the time, but I put it in the background. I mean, all the time is Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's a good show. That's a good show.
Dude, I mean, I've watched the series. I couldn't tell you how many times,
Yep.
but even when I'm home doing nothing, I'll put it on. Even if I'm cleaning, let's say, I'll put it on in the background just so I can hear it.
Yeah.
And it just, to me, I think it's just, I don't know, clean comedy. It's wholesome. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people don't agree with it, but I think it's a great show. And
It's
you know
great.
that, and I'm gonna, just for you ladies out there, I'm also a big Friends fanatic.
For you ladies out
Oh,
there, hopefully
yeah.
your lady out there don't hear that one.
No, my wife doesn't. And I gotta listen. I gotta be down with my lady listeners too.
There you
Gotta
go.
give
Mhm.
gotta give them a little bit of the podcast too.
Got
but yeah, I'm a
Rico
big-
Suave.
Friends and Big Bang Theory. My wife can tell you. She can attest to this. That's all you ever hear in this house, especially during the day. I'll
that-
have either one or the other.
And that's we do the same here sometimes too. To be honest with you, like
Yeah.
you touched on that. And
Yeah.
some little of King and Queens. Where everybody loves
King and Queen.
King of Queens
Yeah.
is good.
Mm-hmm.
You want to
So-
know what mine is?
What's
My
that?
ultimate
Barney?
feel good. No, not
No.
at all. My
Teletubbies.
my ultimate feel good movie, and the one that I can also play and have probably watched the series back at least 25, 30 times from start to finish, has got to be The Office.
Oh, my son's big
Oh.
on The Office.
Parkour.
My
parkour.
son will sit there. Yeah, my son will sit there and watch The Office over and over. That's why I can always hear it coming out of his room.
The Office is probably one of the best shows I've ever watched in my life, and the only show that I've ever went back and watched. And it is my show that I keep on for anything in the background. If I just want to have something on, The Office is on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got 3 that I rotate between. It's MASH.
Oh, fucking A. That's
Mm.
fucking great.
MASH is a great show.
Love
I'm
that.
surprised. I'm
Cheers.
surprised for your age that you love MASH like that.
He's almost
Absolutely.
40. What are you talking about for his age?
Shut the
Is he
hell
really-
up. I got 7 years, sir. Well, 6.5 at this point, but still.
For 30, you're 33. So yeah,
Yeah.
for you to actually like MASH, because
I love it.
I know a lot of people
That was a
like
good one.
that are younger than me. They hate MASH, and I love MASH.
MASH
I think
is a
it,
great
I think
show.
it's hysterical
I've seen
I-
it
I've-
all the way through many times.
Yeah, it's a
all the way
great
to
show.
the. You watched the episodes when the war was over and they went back to the States and they were working in the hospitals. Did you ever get that far? They had a movie back in the day.
I forgot
Uh,
about the MASH movie.
Yeah.
I have
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some of the movie. I don't think I've seen all of it though.
Uh.
I didn't like I didn't like the movie because I'm so used to the show and the characters are different from the show. So
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of threw me off from the movie. But another one I like is Scrubs,
Oh, no.
Scrubs.
Scrubs is
Yeah.
good.
and then the other one I'll throw on is the good old South Park.
Oh,
South
yeah.
Park. Oh yeah.
South Park and Family Guy.
Well, if you guys want to
Not
go
even
there,
Family Guy, just South Park.
you guys want to go there. Remember back in the day on MTV in between rock videos, Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, yeah.
Never watched
Oh, I love that show. Let me tell you, I love that skit. Those skits were great back in the days.
I am Bung Julio.
Speaking of Beavis and Butthead, have you guys seen the fucking picture of Butthead and Luke Bryan? Bro,
No.
if you guys go look at the picture of fucking Butthead and Luke, just type in Butthead and Luke Bryan, and you're gonna die laughing.
I'm gonna have to do that one too.
You're gonna give your phone a fucking concussion as far as you're typing on it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, who the hell's banging the shit out of their phone?
Oh my god.
That does not even sound right.
You see, what are you rubbing it on your genitals right now?
He
What's
just-
going on?
Oh my god.
He just saw what I was telling him. Fucking looks exactly like him, bro.
So we know where the character model came from.
Wow.
That's funny.
Shit. Oh, good God. Ooh. Okie dokie.
So-
Well, after that good dude, anytime I see that picture, it
Oh my god! Now I started reading the memes, and these people are roasting Luke Bryan.
oh bro, Luke Bryan, I can't stand Luke Bryan.
Oh, there's a picture with Butthead and Luke Bryan beside each other, and it says, "Sure, they look similar. Luke Bryan is just less country."
Oh my god. Oh man.
Oh shit. well-
right.
I'll tell you too, since we're grouping stuff like this, my guilty pleasure show has got to be Grey's Anatomy.
Oh wow.
Really?
Oh, bro, I love me some Grey's Anatomy. But the only thing that sucks about it is the fact that now there's only like 2 original characters left on there. You got Weber and Jesus Christ, what's her name? Bailey. There's the only 2 original people because now Miss Grey is leaving the show.
I've never watched the show. I have no idea.
Yeah, me
Nope.
neither. I've never seen it.
Yep. It's a good show though. Check out. So scrolling on down through what we got here, I want to know, since we got the feel good movies down. Actually, and Lewis said he couldn't think of a feel good. But then he came back. He came back though.
Yeah, I came back with Friends and
That's right.
and Big Bang Theory.
That's right. So now let's get into some movies that kind of took off or kind of flopped that were based on some video games.
Oh man.
Oh, I can answer that one right away.
I
Let me tell you.
I think I know what Lewis is gonna say just based off of what I know about Lewis.
I gotta say fucking Doom.
I knew it.
Yeah, I knew that
Boom.
was coming.
What trash.
Dude,
You know
come on.
what though? I loved the movie. It was
Really?
trash. It was a trash movie if you look at movies, but I still loved the movie.
To me, it just did not hit the. It didn't hit this like the seriousness of the game. Like-
Exactly.
Like if you think
exactly.
about Resident Evil compared to the game, they kind of did it okay.
That's because they
Yeah.
did it on a lower budget. Like you look at what Doom is
They had The Rock.
cinematically.
Exactly.
Yeah, they had The Rock, but they also had The
Well,
Rock
they-
when
hold
he wasn't a peak actor.
Yeah, they had early.
It doesn't matter. He's a famous WWE actor.
And
I mean,
So
you know what was
on Walking Tall?
he was
Tall. He was, but it wasn't a higher paid actor.
I'm sticking with Lewis on that one.
but and also his role. You used to seeing The Rock. You want him to be a good guy. He was an asshole in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was an
You know?
asshole, but I think
Yeah.
he played
You
the
gotta-
asshole
you
good.
gotta pick your villains, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
but that was really before he was the people's good guy, though. Like
Right.
he was the bad
Yeah,
guy.
but if
in
you-
He
wrestling
was
for
a
the-
heel for quite a while.
He wasn't. Was he though?
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah. When he was the corporate champion, yeah, people hated him.
yeah.
Well, it's true.
The
When he
whole
wasn't
reason-
wrestling, he was a
Yeah.
bad guy. Yeah.
The whole reason why he became The Rock is because when he started out as Rocky Maivia, people hated him
Yeah. Oh,
as
Yep.
the
man.
good guy.
Rocky.
Did-
Now what? How do you say it? Malvia?
Maivia.
His
Maivia.
dude. He had that. I think he had the worst costume.
Oh yeah. And people hated him. Like they booed him so
Mhm.
heavy.
Yep.
That's why he became The Rock.
Yeah. That's when he became. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Yep. The
Yeah.
people's champion, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get off persecuting Doom because that was a low budget movie.
Yeah.
That was a lower budget movie. Rock wasn't as bringing in dollar signs like he is now. So so getting on to more of those movies. So we got Doom. We talked about Doom, but I was a little bit surprised that you didn't talk about what a fucking disaster the Mario movie was.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
now-
that
okay,
was
so-
terrible.
So I liked it, but that's because I didn't play Mario as a kid.
Yeah.
Again, that's
Yeah, but-
another one that just.
And it really didn't portray the game at
No,
all.
no,
to
it
be
didn't.
honest.
But that's
No.
how I was able to enjoy it
was-
because I didn't know anything about the game.
Yeah.
It was very dark.
It was.
Yeah,
very
It
good.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was that. Yeah, that was a
Like,
horrible.
like
movie.
as a kid, I watched that. I said, "How does this relate to the game?"
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah,
Now-
exactly. It didn't at all.
And doesn't. You know.
And also, what do we think about how they did on Street Fighter?
The Van Damme.
Yes.
I kind of like
Yeah.
it. It just and what's his name? Who played the bad guy? What's his name? Raul something. He did a
Yeah.
good job. I
think you did a good job on the bad guy. Yeah.
Since Dante's here, I'm gonna hit one that probably hits home. Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
Double
was
Dragon.
fucking
Holy shit.
Great.
Man, I forgot all about that movie.
A
Mhm.
Holy
masterpiece,
shit, Double Dragon. Wow, man, you just talk about nostalgic. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
I want to take kind of a side note also, and hopefully Dante checks this out, which I would hope so. This is his podcast. So the guy from Double Dragon wound up doing a documentary on Miyamoto Musashi, the Japanese warrior, and fucking I look at as the master of Japanese sword, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much just I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, we see that.
I was getting a little
I
lost
thi-
there. You gotta fix
I
the
think
mic.
I think I got a little fucked up
I
there.
tripped myself up so bad. So
Sounds like somebody should have wrote this down.
the father of Bushido, I guess,
Mhm.
maybe, I don't know. But it is a wonderful documentary because he goes and he tracks down like his path through Japan and some
Are you sure?
maybe. Anyway, I probably butchered the shit out of it because it's been
Yeah.
years since I watched it. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. You just have to look up
Hey.
that guy's name.
Thank you.
Right, and actually, I have a movie real quick that just popped into mind for the feel good movies, and I want to know really who's watched this movie. I know Dante has. Surf Ninjas.
Oh my god, bro!
Man,
Ah.
talk about poor quality
Dude.
cinema.
Hey, all right, real quick.
Rob Schneider
quick.
was in that movie.
Yeah, and real quick, who is the villain?
Hold up. Oh,
Without
shit.
Googling.
Damn it!
Without Googling,
God, I forget the
Lewis,
guy's
you should know
name.
this.
Jesus.
hey, he played an airplane.
Oh God.
Wow.
He played in Wrongfully Accused.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jesus.
I can't remember. his
Hold
name.
on. Let me find out.
Here, wait, hold on.
We-
He
I know
played
who
in
it
The
is.
Naked Gun.
I
oh
can't
God,
remember his
I
fucking game.
forgot that one. Jesus Christ.
Come on, pop question.
Think Naked Gun.
Fuck, I can't think of his name.
I'll tell you what, if you guys can comment this name, I'll reveal the answer next show. Moving on.
Mr. Magoo. We'll give you that. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh,
well-
Mr. Magoo, yeah.
one?
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. So,
Yeah.
so also, did you guys watch the Halo series?
No, I did not. I did not.
The fan-made trailers were better than the actual. series.
Yes, I could not. I'll be honest with you, I shut it off halfway through. I could not get
Yeah.
into it.
It was pretty rough. I'll agree with that.
Mhm.
Resident Evil takes it. for
I
video
mean,
game
yeah.
movies.
I mean, you just. I mean, think about it. You know, they also. I have a list here. I mean, they did a good job with Uncharted.
I haven't watched it yet. No spoilers.
I'm not gonna say.
It's on my to-do. I haven't even played the game, but I want to watch the movie.
Mhm.
Hitman was a good one.
Hitman was
Yeah,
good.
oh yes.
The
Yeah,
first
you
one,
know,
yeah, the first one was
Yeah,
good.
first one, yes.
I agree. The first
Hey,
one with
the Nef- the
Timothy
Ne-
Oliphant.
The movie Assassin's Creed, or when they made that was actually pretty good.
I never
never-
saw. I haven't seen it yet.
Mhm.
Prince of Persia.
That
Haven't
was
seen that
actually
one
pretty
either.
good. I have to give Jake Gyllenhaal credit on that one. you
Yeah,
know?
Prince of Persia was
But
really
I
good.
mean,
that was a good movie.
Like I said, I only watched someone play the game. I didn't really play the game Prince of Persia, but you know,
Yeah,
I thought it was all right.
yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, and I hope speaking of video game movies, bro.
Tomb Raider.
Oh,
Which one?
Come on,
Tomb Raider, bro. With that
Oh,
hot
Tomb
Hey,
Raider.
hey,
ass
hold on. Let's think about it.
Angelina Jolie.
How many times did y'all pause the menu or view your camera and look up the square ass of Tomb Raider? That's a kid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was able to just look in the save files on my dad's computer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't have to look up video game block asses. I just scrolled
Mm.
through the recently deleted. But yeah, Angelina Jolie, bro. She's I don't give a
Mhm.
shit. She's still probably the hottest.
Of course.
Definitely. But yeah, I'm interested, especially since I love Dave Bautista in Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see if he gets in and how he does with this Gears of War movie.
Well, I got to be honest. I watched the the Galaxy movies. I love him, but I can't say he's a great actor.
He's not I don't think this really broadcasts what his acting skills are, because he's supposed to be a dummy in the movie.
Why'd you call me a
Right.
dummy? Oh, sorry. Came in the wrong time.
Oh, he's back. But yeah, like
Yeah,
he's supposed to be this kind of moron, which they even
Yeah.
said it in the movie. Like, they're very literal people and they don't understand like euphemisms and shit. That's why I was like, what did
Which
he
he
say?
does
He's
play
like,
that part really well.
nothing goes
Which
over
one are
my
we talking
head.
about?
My reflexes are too fast. I
Bautista.
catch it.
Oh, is this?
Yeah, how he played in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, well, dude, he's great.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think I guess the role he played, I didn't think he had that much talent.
No, real great.
Well, it's
And
a,
I think
it's a
it was just
basic
the role.
But I mean, but you get the character. Like, you can
Yeah.
understand the character.
Right.
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
fuck-
The goal of an
doofus.
actor is for you to understand the character.
Mhm,
He did portray. I feel like when the seriousness and like the memories of his family came up, I feel like he showed that rage side very good. Which even him as a wrestler, I kind of liked his character as a wrestler as the bad guy.
Okay, I can see it.
I wasn't watching wrestling much back then, so I didn't see much of his character. I only saw just what it was in Evolution, which he
Yeah.
didn't say much because he was kind of overshadowed by the other guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Speaking of Evolution, that's a good old school movie.
Oh, yeah, with
oh,
Agent
David
Mueller,
Duchovny?
or-
the,
yeah, there you go.
the one where that
I call
bug is
Agent
inside of him,
Mueller.
Oh yeah.
and he's like,
It's
"Don't
in
take the
my
leg, don't take the
suit."
leg. It's going up towards his crotch. Take the leg, take the leg."
Yeah, that was a good one, bro. There's been so many great movies, so many good memory movies, bro. And I want to see, especially now that this whole COVID thing's, I think, fluid flush and done, then maybe we start seeing some good cinema. And God bless the movie theaters, bro. I hope that isn't a thing that just slowly dies now.
No,
Movie
I,
theaters?
you know, I
Nah.
No,
No.
no, we can't
No,
allow that.
No, I still go to the movie theater. I enjoy it.
yeah.
Yes,
I don't care what
the
anybody says.
experience.
So
When's the
It's
last
all about
time
the
you went to the movies,
experience.
Kurt?
A month to Top Gun.
Oh, you did
Yeah,
see Top
that's-
Gun in the movie
Mhm.
I
theater.
saw that.
Oh,
Yeah,
in
so did
theaters,
I.
yeah.
So did I.
And
Ooh,
here's
bro.
the thing: is like theaters are still
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
When I saw Top Gun, like I was on a date and we had to actually pick the seats, like because like the theater was so full.
Yeah.
Like we had to search for two seats beside each other.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about the popcorn and soda one, not the fancy one. I mean, it's nice. It's nice for them bringing beers and stuff, but the old popcorn and soda,
Mhm.
that is
Yep.
the one I'll go to.
Yep, the last movie I went to see was Black Adam.
So yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I really wanted to touch on, because we've been loving the movies here in the house since we had this 4-day work week.
Mhm.
Been catching a lot of nostalgia, looking at some new movies, and it was good hearing what everyone had to offer. And you know what we're gonna have to do? I feel like we're gonna have to give Dante a little bit of space next episode, because I'm really curious to see what Dante had of this. So maybe we give him
Yeah, that's a good
Spotlight.
topic too. Yep.
yeah, we'll
Hey,
give
we
him
may
some
do movies
spotlight.
part 2.
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go. There we
Mhm,
go.
mhm.
Because this was definitely a fun topic.
Yeah, I
Very.
loved it.
And there's so many more that we didn't touch on.
Yes.
Very true. So you know what? Maybe we'll have maybe the next episode, and it will be perfect considering the time of the year. Maybe we have a holiday movie showdown.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I feel like maybe we need to all get us a list of movies, our favorite holiday movies, and put them up head to head and see what the audience thinks about which one's better and what is the ultimate Christmas movie. How about
Hmm.
that?
Sounds like fun.
I got my Christmas movies.
I
So
got
do
mine
I.
too, baby.
So do I.
So we'll leave it at that. I know Lewis has got to get rolling. He's going to go make some bound chicka wow wow on the dance floor.
Gonna go make
Uh,
some bad decisions.
Yeah, bad decisions. Kurt, I know, has got to go wrangle the troops. And Brandon's got to do what he normally does. Fucking play video games and drink beer.
Nope, I'm going to bed.
Oh, well, There's that also, which doesn't sound like a bad idea. So until next time, everybody, we appreciate you listening in. And as you hear, stay tuned for the next episode of The Shit Show, where we create the holiday movie showdown, and we're going to see who the final winner is. So, guys, thank you very much for your time.
Later.
Later, everyone, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.